Let's go forward, Commanders. Another big news update here on the channel with more Washington Commanders updates. Let's dive into another round of Commanders news. Always quick, objective, and very up-to-date about the team. If you're new, subscribe, daily videos so you don't miss anything, and strengthen with a like. Drop the like button on the video so I can continue posting Commanders updates. Let's get started. Update incoming. The Washington Commanders are about to make a bombshell move. Alvin Kamara could be heading to DC, but the price is high. Just imagine Jaden Daniels and Alvin Kamara side by side in the backfield. Sounds like a dream? Well, that's exactly what's being considered. According to Kevin Sheehan from the Team 980, the Commanders are ready to give up draft picks to bring in an elite running back. General Manager Adam Peters has already shown he's not afraid to take risks. After bringing in Deebo Samuel and Laramie Tunsil to strengthen the offense, he has his eye on another key piece, Alvin Kamara. But the question is, isn't the price too steep? According to sources, the Saints may be open to negotiations after Derek Carr's surprise retirement. That's right, the quarterback hung up his cleats, and now the team is reconsidering its future. And Kamara? He could be the ideal bargaining chip to rebuild the roster. Let's be honest. Alvin Kamara isn't just any running back. We're talking about a 5-time Pro Bowler, a player who combines explosiveness, skill in the ground game, and an absurd presence in the passing game. Imagine Jaden Daniels with Kamara by his side, receiving short passes, blocking when needed, and still breaking through defenses with precise runs. Isn't that a formidable duo? There's a caveat. Kamara is already 29 years old. Does he still have gas in the tank to perform at a high level? Sheehan believes so, and the numbers don't lie. Kamara still averages 13.4 carries and 5 receptions per game. That's pure versatility. But as with everything in the NFL, nothing comes for free. To get Kamara out of New Orleans, the Commanders would need to give up at least a second-round pick, maybe even more. Is the risk worth it? Let's remember, Peters has already shown he's not afraid to spend picks to bring in proven talent. That's how it was with Tunsil. That's how it was with Deebo. But would Kamara be the perfect fit? The Ekeler and Robinson Jr. duo already does a good job in the backfield. Bringing in Kamara would mean increasing competition and rotation even more. But is the quality gain worth it? And the timing for this trade has never been more favorable. The Saints are in rebuilding mode. Kellen Moore has taken over as coach, and the team is looking for a new identity. If there's a chance for negotiation, it's now. And the Commanders? They're in one of the best moments of the last decade. After a season of rebirth, where the team went far in the playoffs, it's time to take the next step. And Kamara could be the missing piece to consolidate the offense as one of the best in the league. If you were the GM, would you make this trade? Is Kamara worth the investment? Having Kamara and Daniels in the same backfield would be like having a Swiss Army knife on the field. Maximum versatility. You never know if it's going to be a run, a short pass, or an improvised play. That's the surprise element that could take the Commanders to the top of the NFC. The fans are divided. Some think it's the right move to ensure an explosive offense. Others say the price is too high for a player who's already approaching 30. And what do you think? Participate in the comments. We want to hear your opinion. Following Commanders, today's update. The most controversial decision of the offseason is already taking its toll. Jeremy Chinn left and will return seeking revenge. Week 3, mark it down. GM Adam Peters made precise moves this offseason, but one of them is catching fire behind the scenes. Jeremy Chinn's departure to the Las Vegas Raiders has divided the fan base, and with good reason. Chinn was a monster on defense last year, a true pillar, but Peters didn't want to match the Raiders' offer. Will he pay dearly for this? The answer already has a date. Week 3. Chinn will step on a Northwest Stadium as an opponent. Let's be honest. Jeremy Chinn fit perfectly in Dan Quinn's defense. Size, physicality, instinct, everything an explosive safety needs. Okay, he had coverage issues, but who didn't want to see this guy getting another chance with the team? What happened? The Raiders saw the potential and didn't think twice. They offered a contract that the Commanders refused. Was Peters too confident, or was it just financial caution? Mark your calendar. Week 3, Northwest Stadium. The stage is set for the revenge game. Chin, now wearing a Raiders jersey, will face his former teammates. Can you imagine the tension in the air? And look, Las Vegas isn't playing around. After a bombshell trade for quarterback Geno Smith and selecting the talented running back Ashton Janney with the 6th pick, Coach Pete Carroll is building a team to make an impact right away in 2025. It's like a well-trained army receiving a warrior who knows every weak point of the castle. Will Chin use his inside knowledge against the Commanders? The Raiders are reinventing themselves. Pete Carroll wants an immediate rebirth in Las Vegas, and he's surrounded by talent. Besides Geno Smith, there's Brock Bowers on offense, Max Crosby and Christian Wilkins on defense. And now, Jeremy Chin to complete the puzzle. The connection between Carroll and Chin is clear. A coach who loves intensity and a player who isn't afraid to throw himself into contact. Will this combination give the Commanders trouble? Hot question. Will the Commanders' defense be able to stop such a physical team? Just imagine. Chin entering the field and meeting former teammates. Will there be hugs? Of course. But when the whistle blows, the rivalry will be real. Professionalism on one side, thirst for revenge on the other. And that's where the Commanders need to show strength. The team needs to prove they can stand firm, even after losing a defensive leader. Quinn's defense will need to be more focused than ever. The Commanders will have to prove they don't depend on one player to keep the defense strong. The front office has made it clear. The goal is to have a complete roster, with pieces that can adequately replace others. But will this work? Against the Raiders, it will be a true test. The offense led by Geno Smith is no joke, and Chin knows exactly how to expose the defense's flaws. Dan Quinn will need to be surgical in the game plan. Do you think the defense will miss Chin against the Raiders? Comment below. Let's discuss. To close today's updates with the latest situation, the year 2025 promises to be epic for Washington. But is the team prepared to handle the pressure of being one of the Super Bowl favorites? The upcoming season schedule has made it clear. The Commanders are now the hunted, and the sequence of games could be cruel. The Washington Commanders have become the center of attention in the NFL. Coach Dan Quinn already knows. With success comes expectations. And they're not small. The team that came from the bottom to compete in the NFC is now under the spotlight. The season schedule shows no mercy. 8 primetime games. Let's be honest. The NFL won't make it easy for the Commanders in 2025. After a historic campaign, now the challenge is even greater. From hunters to hunted. And of course, the league wants to see this team under the spotlight. The sequence from Week 5 to Week 11 promises to define the season's fate. Tough teams, tight games, and sky-high pressure. A true minefield for Quinn and his crew. It's like leaving the trench and becoming the main target on the battlefield. Each week, the Commanders will need to prove they're not just a passing sensation. Last year was an incredible journey, one of the greatest turnarounds in recent NFL history, from a disbelieved team to an NFC powerhouse. And all of this in record time. But can the Commanders maintain this momentum? Dan Quinn is aware that keeping the team in the elite will require even more focus and preparation. It's not enough to have gone far. Now it's a matter of consolidation. Jaden Daniels, he's the man. The Offensive Rookie of the Year has already shown he has what it takes to lead a team in the NFL. But the mission now is different. Maintain consistency, play under pressure, and be decisive in the most critical moments. It's like going from promise to legend. Expectations are sky high, and if Daniels wants to mark his name in Commanders history, now is the time. Coach Quinn knows that having Daniels in command means hope in any close game. But the competition will be even fiercer. The offense is reinforced, but will it be enough? Keeping a team motivated and disciplined after so much success is an immense challenge. Quinn himself knows that the mental aspect will be fundamental. The team needs to maintain that hunger for victory, even under pressure. The big question is the roster prepared to deal with the ups and downs of an even more demanding season? The pieces are there, the talent is undeniable, but the season is long and full of traps. 8 primetime games. That means being the league's showcase. Any slip will be seen and criticized by millions. The fans are excited, but also apprehensive. Being a protagonist is incredible, but the pressure is absurd. Quinn and his staff know the team can't let their guard down. Each game will be treated like a final, and the demands will be immense. There's no room for mistakes. Do you think the Commanders will live up to expectations, or will they disappoint? Write your opinion in the comments section. And here's the deal, Commanders. Like the video, leave your like, subscribe to the channel. It's very important we're in this together. Thanks for everything, and let's go forward, Washington Commanders.